given a drawing in the book. Looks like this, where you're enclosing 6 areas in the zoo using fencing. And they tell you that you have a total of 1,000 feet of fencing to use. And we want to maximize the area. So area of this total enclosure is a pretty simple equation. It's just area equals x times y. But again, we can't have two variables in here. So we have to solve for one of these in terms of the other. And to do that, we're going to use this information about the fencing. Right, so fencing is all of these lines has to add up to 1,000 feet. So if we look for x, we have 3 lengths of fence that are all a length of x. So we have 3x. Plus we have 4 lengths of fence that have a length of y. So that 1,000 feet has to equal 3x plus 4y. So we could solve this for x or y. I'm going to solve it for y. So if we do that, we get 1,000 minus 3x equals 4y. And then divide both sides by 4. Y equals, we can simplify this, 1,000 divided by 4, 250, minus 3/4 x. So we can substitute that in to our formula for the area, which we're trying to maximize. So our area equals x times 250 minus 3/4 x. So area equals 250x minus 3/4 x squared. We can take the derivative of each of these, and we get area, derivative of the area equals 250 minus, bring the 2 out in front, 3/4 times 2, we get 3/2 times x. Now that we have the derivative, we can go ahead and find the critical value. So we want to know, when is the derivative equal to 0? So we could subtract 250 from both sides. So we get negative 3/2 x equals negative 250. Multiply both sides by negative 2/3. And x is equal to 500/3. And to figure out y, we can plug that back into this equation. Y equals 250 minus 3/4 times 500/3. So we get 500 divided by 4, which is 125. So y is 125 feet. X is 500/3 feet, or we can say x is 166 2/3 feet. Y is 125 feet. Those values maximize the area. For this one, I didn't do a number line. We could, just to check and make sure. But if you look back at the area equation, we have a parabola. And its negative leading coefficient, the negative 3/4, tells us the parabola will be opening down. So it makes sense that this critical value then should be a maximum.